Hello, my glamorous people, and welcome back to another episode of the Not As Glamorous podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would love if you guys could go in, like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps support the channel, and I would truly appreciate it. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, go ahead and follow the show, leave a rating and a review when you get a chance. Also, just a reminder, this podcast does have a visual version. So if you want to see this conversation, make sure to go check it out there. All right, now let's go ahead and continue the love series. Today, we're going to talk about loving yourself, loving me. And honestly, this may be my favorite topic in this love series. I was joking with my friend the other day, and I said, I think my favorite hobby is myself. And honestly, I wasn't joking at all because in this season of my life, I genuinely love loving on me. I just love me. I don't know what else to say. And I want to be clear, this isn't in an arrogance way or me being full of myself. This isn't like selfishness or anything like that. This is stewardship because for a long time, I poured into everyone else and treated myself like an afterthought. I would show up exhausted, I was depleted, and I expected others to fill spaces that only I honestly could tend to. But now, no more of that. I enjoy taking care of me. I love pouring into me. I love protecting my mental, my health, regulating my nervous system. I love moving my body in ways that feel good, fueling it with good nourishments. I love caring for my skin, my soul, and most of all, my peace. Self-love for me looks like a lot of things. It can look like me journaling in the morning before the world gets too loud and gets very chaotic. It can look like me taking walks just to clear my mind and my mental space. I love doing my skincare routine slowly where I'm not rushing through it. And I love saying positive affirmations to myself in the morning as well with it. Or it simply can look like me reading books that feed my spirit, help me improve myself, or simply just let my imagination run. I like working out because I want to feel strong, not because I hate my body, because if anything, I think I'm fine. I'm only getting finer with time. But it can look like trying new places for lunch, going by myself and enjoying my own company. And that's one of the biggest shifts for me lately. That's been solo dating, taking myself out, spending intentional time with myself, learning what I like and what I don't like anymore, paying attention to what drains me, what fills me back up. Solo dating has taught me how to listen to myself again, not what others think, not what the internet says, but myself. It reminded me that I'm allowed to enjoy my own presence, that I don't need constant noise or company or validations from others to feel whole and seen. And throughout this process, I learned that I no longer want to tolerate certain things. I'm learning me continuously because I'm changing continuously. Because self love, it isn't just about bubble baths and candles. Sometimes it's setting boundaries, making hard decisions. Because I truly do believe this. You have to be something to yourself before you can ask others to be it for you. You can't go around asking for patience if you don't give it to yourself. You can't ask for grace if you judge yourself harshly. You can't ask for love if you don't practice it inwardly. And you definitely can't pour into others from an empty cup. So you have to be sure to fill your cup up. I had to learn how to check in with myself and ask, am I okay? What do I need right now? How am I feeling? Because for so long, I ignored that question. I'm practicing more self-compassion. And here's the truth. The longest relationship you will ever have with anyone is with yourself. You will have your relationship with yourself longer than your friendships, longer than your romantic relationships, longer than any of your family bonds. You wake up with yourself, you go to sleep with yourself, you sit with your thoughts, your emotions, and your decisions every single day. Do you see why I say this is the longest relationship? So if this relationship is unhealthy, and if it's insecure, if it's neglected, or filled with self-criticism, well, I hate to tell you, but it's going to show up in every other relationship you have. You'll overgive. You'll accept less than what you deserve. You'll seek validation instead of connection. You'll shrink just to keep others comfortable. And who wants to do that? Because with you doing that, you're setting yourself up to get the short end of the stick. But when you love yourself well, everything else just flows better. Your standard rises up. You stop explaining your boundaries. You become comfortable saying no. Your peace becomes protected. You stop chasing and you start choosing. And loving yourself doesn't mean you're never going to have hard days. It doesn't mean you won't struggle or you won't feel doubt. It just means you're committed to showing up for yourself. Even on the days when you don't feel your best, when you don't feel like it, when you don't feel like the most glamorous version of you, because you're still doing this for you. You're doing this for the love that you have for yourself. And it means speak to yourself with kindness. Allow yourself to rest without feeling guilty. Be able to sit in stillness for a moment without rushing to do something else. Start celebrating your growth instead of only focusing on what's left to fix. Self-love has taught me how to trust myself again, how to keep promises to myself, how to honor my own needs. Learn to celebrate you more because you are worth that. The more I love myself, the healthier my relationship becomes because I'm no longer asking others to complete me. I show up full, I show up whole, I show up grounded, and that changes everything around me. So I want to ask you this. I want to leave you with this question to think about, and I want to keep it simple. What is one way you can intentionally love on yourself more this month? Not something really big, not something really grand, not something perfect, but something that's simple and honest. Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's saying no without feeling guilty. Maybe it's spending intentional time with yourself. Or maybe it could be protecting your peace or creating boundaries you've been avoiding. Loving yourself doesn't have to be loud. It just have to be intentional. So if this episode spoke to you, I would love for you guys to leave a comment and a review and just tell me one thing that you're going to do to pour back into yourself. Make sure that you're subscribed to this love series so that you don't miss the next episode. I want to let you guys know that I love you guys very much. Happy Valentine's, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out.